Have you ever wondered why some people, like Elon Musk, seem to hold a ticket to the future? His ideas often sound outrageous, yet he turns the outrageous into reality, transforming imagination into entire industries. That's not just effort. It feels like destiny, working hand in hand with the times. In contrast, many hard-working people around you may spend a lifetime striving, only to exchange it for a stable life, never crossing that elusive threshold into billionaire wealth. Today, let's break this down using the metaphors of destiny, and also a sociological perspective. First, a concept. In destiny studies, there are terms like shushen and shangguan, but in modern words, they represent creativity and the urge to break convention. People with this inclination constantly generate new ideas. They're not satisfied with the status quo and are willing to take risks and experiment. When this creativity is paired directly with business models and capital, it creates what's called shangguan shengkai, creativity generating wealth. Musk is a classic example. He imagines what others cannot, and more importantly, he has the ability to commercialize those ideas. But that's not enough. Destiny has another element called Dayun. Think of it as the climate zone of life. Any idea requires the right season to explode. The rise of the internet, the flow of venture capital, the drop in technology costs, all these are the good weather of opportunity. Musk happened to stand in those windows. The internet boom, the opening for electric vehicles, and the commercialization of space technology. When vision, timing, and execution align, ideas can scale into empires. The third factor is the support system, family and social resources. This doesn't mean that birth determines everything, but those with resources can afford to fail and rise again. Many ordinary people may have brilliant ideas, but because their families need stability or they lack access to education and networks, they are forced to compromise early. Risk tolerance is something you grow into. Some are raised being told failure is part of learning. Others are told safety above all. These teachings shape how big a bet you dare to make. Overlay these three elements, and you'll see why effort doesn't automatically equal riches. But there's one more piece: the culture's tolerance for failure. In Silicon Valley, shangguan personalities, the disruptors, are often treated as geniuses. Fail once, and there's another investor ready to bet on you. In many Eastern contexts, however, nonconformity is labeled rebellious or unreliable, and families, schools, and society push people back to safe paths. The same spark in different soils burns differently. In one place it becomes wildfire, in another it's extinguished by rain. So, what should ordinary people do? If someone says, "You weren't born with shangguan," does that mean you're doomed? Absolutely not. Destiny isn't a verdict, it's a compass. Here are 4 practical strategies to increase your chances of being amplified in an uncertain era. Step 1. Train your shangguan ability. This doesn't mean reckless risks, but cultivating creativity and rapid validation. Break big visions into small experiments. Test with the lowest viable cost. Read across fields, cross-train your thinking, and practice turning ideas into prototypes. Geniuses aren't always born. They're often just persistent experimenters. Step 2. Build your backup kit. If your family can't provide support, create a second family. Partners, mentors, peers, industry groups. A small circle willing to share risks is more reliable than going it alone. With feedback, resources, and emotional support, your cost of failure drops and tolerance expands. Step 3. Anchor yourself in trends and create your own Dayun. You can't change the era, but you can choose your entry point. Don't struggle in stagnant industries. Run small tests in growth areas. Learn to observe where capital flows, how technology evolves, and how policy shifts. Place your effort where it's more likely to be amplified. Step 4. Build your safety net. This includes financial buffers, emergency funds, side income, legal protections, clear agreements, psychological resilience, treating failure as learning, and choosing environments with higher tolerance, cities, ecosystems, or platforms. These aren't just protections. They are what let you keep betting. And one last point. The East and West treat Shangguan personalities differently, but that doesn't mean innovation is impossible in the East. It only means the path is different. In the East, innovation often takes the form of incremental breakthroughs, small steps, fast moves, and going global. In the West, it's bold, high-stakes bets. The wisdom lies in understanding your environment and adapting your strategy accordingly. Back to Musk. He looks like he holds a master key written into his destiny. But in reality, when that key didn't work, he stumbled too. What's remarkable is that he treated failure as information and kept iterating. For us ordinary people, we don't need to copy his extreme playbook. As long as you understand these 4 levers: vision, timing, support, tolerance, and optimize what you can control, you can make your destiny something you actively manage. To end with one line: talent is the starting point, vision is the route, timing is the wind, and support plus tolerance are the oars. When the 4 come together, even if you're not the next Musk, you can still reach a shore far beyond where you stand today.